Seattle, Washington, June 25. Rain lashes Puget Sound, its gray waves thrashing under a bruised sky. As Nathan Brooks, 40, stands tall in a sleek boardroom, 45th floor, his sharp eyes slicing through a merger's final slide, sleeves rolled, a single dad CEO wired for control. His voice cuts crisp. Numbers don't lie. Close it tonight. Seattle's skyline flickering beyond glass. A phone buzzes, shattering focus. Nathan frowns, steps out, answers. What now, Clara? The nanny's panic crackles. Car's dead, Mr. Brooks. I can't reach Sophie. His jaw tightens. Sophie, 6, is burning with fever, alone at home. Find someone now, he snaps, hanging up. Puget Sound's roar echoing his dread. Back in, he delegates, grabs his coat, and bolts. Merger be damned. At his penthouse, Sophie curls on the sofa, flushed, clutching her teddy, whispering, Daddy? Nathan kneels, heart twisting. I'm here, kiddo. The doorbell chimes. Expecting Clara's sub, he opens to Emily Carter, 34, soaked, gray sweater clinging. Eyes soft. Emergency babysitter, I got a text. Nathan blinks, confused, but Sophie's cough decides it. Seattle's rain hides a spark. Fate's just knocked. Seattle's rain pounds Puget Sound, June 25. Its restless churn a faint hum beyond the penthouse's thick glass, where Nathan Brooks, 40, stands frozen at his open door, tie loose, staring at Emily Carter, 34, soaked to the bone, her gray sweater clinging. Dark blonde hair dripping in a messy bun, holding a small canvas tote, her green eyes steady despite the storm. I'm Emily, she says, voice soft but clear. Here for the emergency babysitter call? Nathan's brow furrows. She's no polished nanny, more like a librarian caught in a downpour. You're not Clara's sub, he says, blunt, Seattle's chill seeping in. Emily blinks, checks her phone, frowns. Text said 2101 Pine, sick kid, urgent. I'm wrong? Sophie's weak cough echoes from the sofa, a sharp twist in Nathan's chest. He steps aside. Come in, we'll sort it later. Puget Sound's roar fades as Emily crosses the threshold, fate slipping through the face crack. She shrugs off her coat, hangs it on a rack, water pooling on hardwood, and kneels by Sophie, 6, curled under a blanket, cheeks pink with fever, teddy clutched tight. Hey, sweetheart, Emily whispers, brushing Sophie's bangs. Feeling rough? Sophie nods, eyes heavy, but a tiny smile flickers. Nobody's voice has felt this warm since Grace, Nathan's late wife, 3 years gone. Emily's hands move sure, checking Sophie's forehead, her touch calm, practiced. Bit hot, huh? Let's cool you down. She digs in her tote, pulls a clean cloth, wets it at the sink, and drapes it gentle on Sophie's brow. Nathan hovers, arms crossed, in the hallway's dim glow, his CEO control fraying. Why's this stranger better at this than him? You've done this before, he says, not a question. Emily glances up, half smiles. Used to teach preschool, kids and fevers, old friends. Seattle's rain taps insistent, like it knows something Nathan doesn't. Emily asks for water, guides Sophie to sip slow, her voice a soft rhythm, lulling. Want a story? She offers, settling beside the sofa. Sophie murmurs, Dragon 1, voice faint. Emily spins a tale, winged beast guarding Puget Sound, befriended by a brave girl, her words painting colors in the sterile penthouse air. Nathan leans against the wall, stunned. Sophie's eyes flutter, easing, her breathing steady for the first time tonight. He slips to the kitchen, grabs fever meds from a drawer, returns. But Sophie's asleep, cheek pressed to Emily's arm, teddy loose in her grip. Emily shifts careful, tucks the blanket, whispers, She's tough. Nathan hands over the meds, voice low. You didn't have to do all this. Emily meets his eyes, Puget Sound glinting faint through the window. She needed someone. I was here. They move to the kitchen, Nathan's domain of steel and quartz, where he offers coffee, more reflex than warmth. Emily accepts, perches on a stool, tote at her feet, her sweater drying stiff. So, he says, pouring dark roast. Seattle's hum a backdrop. You're not a nanny. Why answer a random text? Emily sips, hesitates. Thought it was a family I knew years back. Got the address, saw urgent, figured I'd check. She laughs soft. Guess I'm the wrong number. Nathan's jaw twitches. Not quite a smile. Wrong number, right timing. He studies her. No polish, no agenda, just there, like Puget Sound's steady flow, unshaken by storms. Sophie stirs in the next room, a small whimper, and Emily's up fast, checking, soothing, back in seconds. She's fine, just dreaming. Nathan exhales, tension he didn't clock unwinding. He leans on the counter, coffee untouched, Seattle's skyline a blur of wet lights. You're good at this, he says, voice rough. Calming her. Most nannies, it's a job. You're different. Emily shrugs, tucking damp hair behind an ear. Kids don't need much, just someone who shows up. Her eyes flicker, tired but kind, holding secrets Nathan can't read. He wants to ask, why preschool, why no ring, why this night, but doesn't. His walls high since Grace's cancer stole her fast, leaving him and Sophie to navigate alone. Emily finishes her coffee, sets the mug down gentle. I should go if you're okay now. Nathan glances at Sophie's doorway, Puget Sound's rhythm urging him. Stay. Till morning. She might need you. Emily pauses, then nods. All right. For her. The penthouse quiets, rain easing to a drizzle, Seattle's glow soft through tall windows. Nathan points Emily to a guest room, grabs a spare blanket, his CEO mask slipping. He's just a dad, scared, grateful. Emily lingers by Sophie's sofa, checking one last time, her silhouette small against Puget Sound's vast dark. Nathan watches, a stranger's care cracking something in him, something he's buried deep. Thanks, he mutters, voice raw. Emily smiles, faint. Night, Nathan. She slips away, door clicking shut, leaving him alone with Sophie's soft snores and Puget Sound's whisper. Seattle holds its breath. Wrong number, sure, but the right soul just walked in, and nothing's gonna be the same. Seattle's dawn breaks soft. June 2025, Puget Sound. A silver shimmer beyond the penthouse's tall windows, its quiet pulse easing the city's restless night. Nathan Brooks, 40, stands in his kitchen, coffee brewing, its bitter steam curling as he watches Sophie, 6, giggle at the counter, her fever gone, cheeks rosy again. Emily Carter, 34, flips pancakes with a playful twirl. Her gray sweater swapped for a borrowed navy tee, hair loose, green eyes bright. Star-shaped or heart? She asks Sophie, spatula poised. Both! Sophie chirps, Teddy propped beside her, the penthouse alive with a warmth Nathan hasn't felt in years, not since Grace, his wife, faded to cancer's grip 3 summers back. He sips his coffee, chest tight, caught between gratitude and unease. Puget Sound glints faint, like it's holding secrets, whispering, how's this stranger rewriting his world so fast? Sophie claps as Emily stacks pancakes, blueberries dotting each one, her laughter bouncing off sleek walls. Nathan sets his mug down, joins them, his CEO armor cracking. You're spoiling her, he says, voice light but eyes searching. Emily grins, sliding a plate to Sophie. She deserves it, tough night. Sophie digs in, syrup smearing her chin, and Nathan catches a flash. Grace's smile, same messy breakfasts, gone too soon. He clears his throat, pushes it down, asks, You do this for all your wrong numbers? Emily laughs, soft. Only the ones with cute kids. Her ease disarms him. Puget Sound's glow framing her like she belongs. Sophie tugs Emily's sleeve. Stay today, please? Nathan hesitates, then nods. If you're free. Emily's smile falters, just a flicker, but she says, For you, kiddo. I'm free. Morning melts to noon, Seattle's clouds parting. Puget Sound, a mirror of blue. Emily kneels with Sophie in the living room, crayons scattered, drawing butterflies with wings like stained glass. Nathan watches from his desk, merger emails ignored, his gaze stuck on them. Sophie's focus, Emily's patience, a rhythm too natural, too close to what he lost. Emily glances up, catches his stare, offers a half smile. She's a pro, look. Sophie holds up her art, proud. It's us, Daddy, by the water. Nathan's throat catches. Puget Sound in Sophie's drawing. A scribbled trio, him, Sophie, Emily. He forces a grin. Beautiful, kid. But his mind spins. 3 years of just him and Sophie, nannies in and out, no one sticking. Why's Emily different? They move to the balcony, Puget Sound sparkling below. Seattle's hum a gentle backdrop. Sophie naps inside, Teddy clutched, leaving Nathan and Emily with coffee mugs, air heavy with unsaid words. She's better, Nathan says, voice low. Thanks to you. Emily shrugs, staring at the water. She's easy to love. Her words hang, and Nathan ventures, You're not just a teacher, are you? Nobody walks away from that life without a story. Emily's fingers tighten on her mug, Puget Sound's breeze stirring her hair. I taught preschool, she says, slow. Loved it. Then a kid fell, playground accident, broke his arm. He was fine, but I wasn't. Kept seeing it, blaming myself. Quit a year ago, haven't gone back, her eyes dim, and Nathan knows that weight. Guilt that lingers, unearned but relentless. He leans on the railing, Puget Sound's expanse vast, unjudging. I get it, he says, voice rough. Lost my wife, Grace, 3 years ago. Cancer fast. One day we're planning vacations, next she's gone. Sophie was 3, barely remembers her. He pauses, the confession raw. Seattle's light too bright for such shadows. Emily listens, no pity, just quiet. Must be hard, she says, being everything for Sophie. Nathan nods. Some days I'm failing. Emily's gaze softens. You're not. She's happy, that's you. Her words hit, cracking walls he's built since Grace, and Puget Sound seems to hum approval, its rhythm steady, like her. Inside, Sophie wakes, calls for Emily, and she's there in a flash, tying a ribbon in Sophie's hair, their laughter spilling. Nathan follows, sees a photo on the shelf. Grace, radiant, laughing with baby Sophie. Emily notices, says gently, She's beautiful. Nathan's voice catches. She was everything. Emily nods, no words, just understanding, and Sophie grabs her hand. Come draw more. Nathan watches them, heart twisting. Sophie's clinging to Emily, too fast, too deep. He wants to pull back, protect her, but Emily's already coloring beside her. Puget Sound's glow painting them golden. Stay tonight, he blurts, surprising himself. Emily looks up, hesitant. You sure? He nods, firm. Sophie needs you. Truth is, he's starting to need her too. Evening falls, Seattle's skyline twinkling, Puget Sound a dark mirror below. Emily reads Sophie a story, mermaids in the sound, saving lost sailors. Her voice weaving magic, Sophie drifting off, Teddy snug. Nathan stands in the doorway, coffee cold, watching a stranger make his daughter feel safe, loved. Emily tucks Sophie in, steps out, meets his eyes. She's out, dreaming of fins. Nathan half smiles. You're good at dreams. Emily shrugs. Just good at kids. But her glance lingers, and Nathan feels it. A pull, like Puget Sound's tide, drawing him somewhere he swore he'd never go again. Guest room's yours, he says, voice steady, hiding the quake inside. Emily nods. Thanks, Nathan. She slips away, Seattle's night wrapping them, and Puget Sound whispers, Love's not done with you yet. Seattle basks in rare June sun, 225. Puget Sound, a glittering emerald beyond the city's hum. Its calm ripples catching light like a promise kept. Nathan Brooks, 40, leans against his penthouse's glass door, watching Sophie, 6, dart across the living room, her giggles trailing as Emily Carter, 34, chases her with a paper butterfly, both in mismatched socks. Sophie's pink, Emily's blue. Emily's laugh, bright and unguarded, fills the air. Her navy tee loose, hair swaying, green eyes dancing with a joy Nathan hasn't seen since Grace, his wife, slipped away 3 years ago. A week's passed since Emily's wrong number arrival, yet she's woven into their days. Pancakes at dawn, crayon art at noon, stories by dusk. Nathan's CEO control phrase, "This feels too good, too much like home," and Puget Sound's sparkle seems to warn him. Nothing this sweet lasts. Sophie flops onto the rug, Emily collapsing beside her, both breathless, holding up their butterfly, a riot of glitter and teal. "For you, Daddy!" Sophie calls, scampering to Nathan, her fever a faint memory. He takes it, heart tugging. "It's perfect, kiddo." Emily rises, brushing glitter off her jeans, and Nathan catches her glance, warm, knowing, like she sees past his tailored walls. "You two are trouble," he says, half smiling, but his pulse quickens. Sophie tugs Emily's hand. "Come to Pike Place with us." Nathan hesitates, merger calls loom, but Puget Sound's glow pulls him. "All right," he says. "Market it is." Emily's grin mirrors Sophie's, and Nathan wonders how a stranger's smile became his compass. At Pike Place Market, Seattle's heart, Puget Sound shimmers nearby, its breeze carrying salt and coffee. Sophie skips between booths, clutching Emily's fingers, pointing at crab legs and lavender soaps. Emily buys her a tiny lobster keychain. "For your teddy," she says, tying it on with care. Nathan trails, phone silent, watching them weave through crowds, Sophie's chatter louder than ever. A fishmonger tosses salmon, Sophie shrieks with glee, and Emily lifts her to see, their laughter blending with the market's pulse. Nathan snaps a photo, Sophie beaming, Emily radiant, and his chest aches. It's Grace's joy reborn, but not hers, and the thought stings. Puget Sound glints, like it knows his fear. Love again, lose again. Back home, sun dips low. Puget Sound, a golden thread beyond the penthouse. Sophie naps on the couch, lobster keychain snug in her grip, while Emily brews tea in the kitchen, her ease unsettling Nathan. He joins her, leaning on the counter, voice low. "You fit here, Emily. Too well." She pauses, teacup steaming. "Is that bad?" He shakes his head, slow. "It's dangerous. Sophie's never like this, not with anyone." Emily's eyes soften. "She's special, Nathan. So are you." Her words land heavy, Puget Sound's hum amplifying them, and he wants to say more, but Sophie stirs, calling, "Emily, story time!" Evening settles, Seattle's skyline twinkling, Puget Sound a velvet expanse. Emily sits by Sophie's couch, reading about whales dancing in the Sound, her voice a gentle tide, lulling Sophie to smiles. Nathan watches from an armchair, merger forgotten, his world narrowing to them. Sophie's tiny hand in Emily's quiet grace. Sophie yawns, eyes heavy, and murmurs, "Stay forever, Mommy." The word cracks the air like glass. Nathan freezes, breath caught, Grace's ghost sharp in his mind. Emily falters, recovers, strokes Sophie's hair. "Oh, sweetheart, let's dream of whales, okay?" Sophie nods, drifting off. But Nathan's heart races. Puget Sound's glow, now a warning flare. Too close, too fast. Alone in the kitchen, Nathan grips the counter, Puget Sound's dark shimmer mocking his panic. Emily steps in, voice soft. "Nathan, I didn't—" He cuts her off, sharp but low. "She can't call you that. She can't lose someone else." Emily nods, eyes glistening. "I know. I'd never hurt her." Her voice trembles and she adds, "I lost my sister years ago. Car accident. I get it. Loving's scary." Nathan exhales, her confession a mirror to his own scars. Grace's cancer, Sophie's fragile world. Then why stay? He asks, raw. Emily meets his gaze. Because Sophie's worth it. Maybe you are too. Puget Sound hums, Seattle's night heavy with truth. Nathan paces, tie discarded, his control unraveling. You're not just a babysitter, he says, almost accusing. Emily half smiles. Never was. But I'm here, Nathan, till you don't need me. Her honesty stings, and he wants to push her out, keep Sophie safe, but her presence, steady, real, roots him. One more night, he says, voice tight. For Sophie. Emily nods, no fight, and heads to the guest room, pausing to check Sophie's blanket. Nathan watches her silhouette against Puget Sound's faint light, a stranger turning his house into home, and his fear grows. She's not Grace, but she's something, and letting her in means risking it all. Seattle holds still. Puget Sound whispering. Love's knocking, but can you answer? Seattle's rain returns, late June 2025. Puget Sound, a restless gray churn beyond the penthouse's sleek windows, its muted roar echoing the storm brewing inside Nathan Brooks' 40. The living room hums with quiet routine. Sophie, 6, sprawls on the rug, coloring a whale with Emily Carter. 34, her navy sweater flecked with glitter, green eyes soft but shadowed. 2 weeks since Emily's wrong number arrival, she's become a fixture. Mornings of oatmeal giggles, afternoons of park swings, evenings of Puget Sound bedtime tales. Yet Nathan lingers in the kitchen, coffee cold. His CEO control a fragile mask. Sophie's mommy slip last week, her small voice calling Emily what she once called Grace, gone 3 years to cancer, haunts him, a splinter he can't pull. Puget Sound's drizzle whispers dread. Love her, lose her, like before. Sophie holds up her drawing, proud. Look, Emily, it's us in the Sound with mermaids. Emily smiles, tucking Sophie's hair. You're an artist, kiddo. Her warmth cuts Nathan, sharp and sweet. Sophie's never glowed like this, not with nannies, not even with him some days. He steps in, voice tight. Sophie, bath time soon. She pouts. Can Emily stay? Emily glances at Nathan, sensing his distance, her cheer dimming. I'll help, she offers, but Nathan shakes his head. I've got it. His tone's polite, cold, a wall rising, and Puget Sound's gray deepens, like it feels the rift. Emily nods, gathers crayons, her hands slower, hurt flickering in her eyes. Dinner's quiet, Seattle's skyline a blur through rain-streaked glass. Sophie chatters about whales, Emily humors her, but Nathan picks at his plate, Grace's absence loud. Her laugh, her touch, stolen too fast. Sophie yawns, rubbing her eyes, and Emily carries her to bed, humming a lullaby about Puget Sound's waves. Nathan watches from the hall, heart twisting. Emily tucks Sophie's teddy, kisses her forehead. A scene too close to family, too dangerous. Sophie murmurs, sleepy. Love you, Emily. Nathan flinches, the words a blade, and Emily whispers back, Love you too, sweetheart, her voice cracking, knowing it's borrowed time. Puget Sound moans outside, Seattle holding its breath. Alone in the living room, Nathan paces, tie gone, his control unraveling. Emily steps out, closing Sophie's door soft, and tries, Nathan, is everything okay? He stops. Puget Sound's rain a relentless drum. No, he says, voice low. It's not. Sophie's too attached. She can't. He cuts off, jaw tight. Emily's face falls. I'd never hurt her. Nathan rounds, sharper than meant. You won't mean to, but you will. She called you mommy, Emily. She's 6. She's lost enough. Emily's eyes glisten, but she stands firm. I know loss, Nathan. My sister's gone, I told you. I'm careful with her. Her honesty stabs, but fear wins. Careful's not enough, he says, raw. I need to protect her. Emily steps closer, voice trembling. What about you? You're shutting me out too. Nathan looks away. Puget Sound's gray swallowing his courage. I can't do this, he admits. Not again. Losing Grace broke me. Sophie's all I've got. Emily's breath catches. You've got more than you think. I'm not Grace. I'm not trying to be, but I care. About Sophie, about you. Her words burn, and Nathan's silence answers, heavy as Seattle's rain. Emily searches his face, finds only walls, and nods, slow, pain etching her features. If that's what you want, she says, voice breaking. I'll go. She grabs her bag, movements deliberate, and pulls out a folded drawing. Sophie's 3 stick figures by Puget Sound, smiling. Give her this, Emily says, voice thick, handing it to Nathan. Tell her I'm sorry. He takes it, fingers numb, unable to speak. Emily pauses at the door, rain loud behind her. I didn't plan this, Nathan, but you and Sophie, you're home to me. Her eyes hold his, one last plea, but Nathan's frozen. Grace's ghost louder than her. She turns, steps into Seattle's storm, door clicking shut. Puget Sound's wail filling the void. The penthouse dims, Sophie's drawing limp in his hand. Morning dawns, Puget Sound, a bleak slate, rain unrelenting. Sophie wakes, toddles to the kitchen, looks around. Where's Emily? Nathan kneels, throat tight, unfolding her drawing. She had to go, kiddo. Sophie's eyes well. Did I make her mad? Nathan pulls her close, guilt-crushing. No, baby, it's me. I messed up. Sophie clutches the drawing, tears falling, and Nathan sees it clear. Emily's warmth, her stories, her love, snuffed out by his fear. Seattle's gray mirrors his regret. Puget Sound's churn accusing. Why'd you let her go? He tucks Sophie back to bed, her sobs fading, and stares at the drawing. 3 figures, happy, a life he pushed away. Nathan's alone again, but Puget Sound whispers, faint. You can still fix this. Seattle's July dawns crisp, 20 to 25, Puget Sound. A restless mirror catching the city's first light, its waves lapping soft like a plea for second chances. Nathan Brooks, 40, sits in his penthouse kitchen, coffee untouched, Sophie's drawing. 3 stick figures by Puget Sound, smiling, crumpled in his hand. A week's passed since he pushed Emily Carter, 34, out, her words, "You're home to me," echoing louder than Seattle's hum. Sophie, 6, shuffles in, teddy dragging, eyes dull since Emily left. Can we draw today, Daddy? She asks, voice small. Nathan kneels, guilt heavy. Sure, kiddo. Her silence screams his mistake. Emily's warmth, her stories, gone by his fear of losing again, like Grace, stolen 3 years back by cancer. Puget Sound glints, urging, fix this now. Nathan tucks Sophie's drawing in his pocket, drops her at preschool, her wave half-hearted. Back at his office, merger papers blur. Emily's face sharper, her green eyes, her steady care. Sophie's love you, she returned. He grabs his phone, calls the nanny service, voice clipped. Emily Carter, who is she? A pause, then, volunteers at Fremont Library, kids reading hour. Nathan's pulse races, Puget Sound's call pulling him from his CEO cage. He cancels a board meeting, drives through Seattle's bustle, rain-flecked streets reflecting his resolve. Emily's worth chasing, for Sophie, for him. At Fremont Library, Puget Sound's faint shimmer frames the low brick building, kids' laughter spilling out. Nathan steps inside, tie loose, heart thudding, and sees Emily. Jeans, teal sweater, hair loose, reading to a circle of children, her voice weaving a tale of Puget Sound otters, eyes sparkling like the first night she soothed Sophie. A boy tugs her sleeve, and she laughs, pure, unguarded, a sound Nathan's missed more than he knew. He lingers by a shelf, clutching Sophie's drawing, until the session ends. Kids scatter, and Emily turns, spotting him, her smile fading to caution. Nathan, she says, voice steady. What's this? Puget Sound's breeze slips through an open window, carrying hope and fear. He steps closer, Seattle's hum distant. I messed up, he says, raw, no polish. I was scared. Sophie calling you mommy. It brought Grace back, the pain. I thought pushing you out would keep her safe. Emily's eyes soften, but she crosses her arms. Safe from what? Me? Nathan shakes his head, pulling out Sophie's drawing, creased but whole. From losing you, but I lost anyway. She's not the same and I'm empty without you. He hands her the drawing, their fingers brushing. Puget Sound's light catching her tremble. She misses you, he says. We both do. Emily unfolds the drawing. 3 figures. Puget Sound's blue scrawled bright, Sophie's dream of them. Her breath catches. She's too young to hurt like this. Nathan nods. It's on me. I thought I was protecting her, but I broke her heart. Yours too. Emily's gaze lifts, pain and warmth mixed. I told you, Nathan, I lost my sister. I know how love cuts. I stayed because Sophie's worth it. You are. Her voice cracks, and Nathan steps nearer. I'm not asking you to fix us. Just come back. Let's try. Puget Sound's rhythm steadies, Seattle's air thick with maybe. Emily hesitates, glances at the drawing, then at him. I can't just jump in, she says, soft but firm. Sophie needs slow, so do I. Nathan exhales, relieved. Slow's fine, anything's fine. If you're there. She half smiles, tucks the drawing in her pocket. Pick Sophie up today. I'll meet you at the park by the sound. Nathan nods, a weight lifting, and leaves the library. Puget Sound's glint brighter, like Seattle's rooting for him. At preschool, Sophie runs to him, eyes searching. Is Emily back? He kneels. She's meeting us, kiddo. Let's go. Dusk paints Puget Sound golden, Seattle's waterfront park alive with joggers and gulls. Sophie swings between Nathan's hands, her lobster keychain bouncing, hope creeping back. Emily waits by a bench, teal sweater vivid, holding a paper kite shaped like a whale. Sophie squeals, Emily! And bolts, hugging her tight, Teddy squashed between. Emily kneels, laughing. Missed you, artist. Sophie beams. You're back forever? Emily glances at Nathan, eyes warm. For now, okay? Let's fly this kite. Nathan watches, Puget Sound's tide easing his guilt. They're not whole yet, but they're starting. They launch the kite, Sophie running, Emily guiding, Nathan trailing, Seattle's breeze lifting the whale high. Sophie trips, giggles, and Emily catches her, their hands clasped. Puget Sound sparkling like it's cheering. Nathan joins, his laugh rusty but real, and Sophie hands him the string. Your turn, Daddy. For a moment, Grace's shadow fades, Emily's presence enough. Later, at the penthouse, Emily reads Sophie a new story. Otters saving a lost boat. Her voice lulling. Sophie drifting off, happy. Nathan meets Emily's eyes. Thank you. She smiles. We're okay. Puget Sound hums soft, Seattle's night whispering. Redemption's just begun, and love's worth the fight. Seattle blooms in spring 2026. Puget Sound, a radiant turquoise. Its gentle waves kissing the city's edge, whispering promises kept. Nathan Brooks, 40, stands in a small garden behind a Fremont townhouse, navy suit crisp, a nervous grin breaking his CEO calm. Sophie, 7, twirls nearby, her flower girl dress dotted with daisies, clutching a basket of petals, giggling, I'm the boss today! Emily Carter, 35, steps forward, ivory dress soft against her frame, green eyes locked on Nathan's, her smile steady, like the night she answered his wrong number call. Puget Sound sparkles beyond, Seattle's breeze carrying their story, storm, loss, redemption, to this moment, a wedding small and true. Sophie tosses petals, shouts, Kiss already! And laughter ripples through the handful of guests, Nathan's heart full. Emily's home, forever. A year's woven them tight since Nathan found Emily at Fremont Library. They rebuilt slow, park kites, Puget Sound picnics, Sophie's bedtime tales, now a trio's ritual. Emily returned to teaching preschool, her laughter back, while Nathan cut boardroom hours, trading mergers for Sophie's school plays. Today, under a canopy of white blooms, Sophie hands Nathan a ring, whispering, "Don't drop it, Daddy." He chuckles, slides it onto Emily's finger, his voice low. "You walked into our mess by accident, but loving you's my best choice." Emily's eyes glisten. "You and Sophie gave me home when I'd forgotten how to dream." Puget Sound hums, Seattle's light blessing them as Sophie yells, "You're married!" Nathan kisses Emily, soft, certain, petals raining like confetti. The reception's simple, fairy lights, cedar tables, lemonade in mason jars. Sophie leads a dance, dragging Nathan and Emily to spin, her lobster keychain swinging, a relic of Pike Place days. Friends toast, no press, no grandeur, just love. The kind kanjia my crave, pure and earned. By dusk, Nathan and Emily slip to the garden's edge, Puget Sound glowing pink, Sophie napping on a guest's lap. "We made it," Emily whispers, her ring catching light. Nathan pulls her close. "Because of you." She shakes her head. "Us." Puget Sound's tide agrees, Seattle's night wrapping their vow. Family's not luck, it's choosing to stay. Months later, summer 2027, Puget Sound shimmers as Nathan pushes a stroller through Fremont. Baby Liam, 6 months, gurgling. His curls Emily's, eyes Nathan's. Sophie skips ahead, 8 now, clutching a library card, proud. "My name's on it." They reach Sophie's Stories, their children's library, a cozy brick shop with rainbow shelves and crayon art. Emily, back teaching full-time, runs story hour inside. Kids circled round, her voice weaving Puget Sound fables. Nathan parks Liam's stroller, joins her, reading a page about otters, Sophie correcting his silly voice. Kanjia Mai would melt. Family built from chaos, thriving. Puget Sound's breeze drifts in, carrying Sophie's giggle. Liam's coo. Emily's laugh, a symphony of enough. One Saturday, a gray SUV pulls up. Nathan's parents, Ellen and Richard, step out, faces softer than the years Nathan raised Sophie alone. They'd kept distance, miles and old fights, but Liam's birth cracked their walls. Sophie bolts over. "Grandma, Grandpa, see Liam!" Ellen scoops her up. Richard cradles Liam, awkward but warm, his eyes wet. "You've done good, son," he says, voice gruff. Nathan nods. "Took more than me." Emily joins, offering coffee, her smile bridging years of cold. Puget Sound glints beyond. Seattle's hum forgiving. Family grows, even from broken roots. Afternoon fades, Puget Sound a golden thread, as Nathan and Emily sit on the library's steps, Liam asleep in her arms, Sophie inside sorting her books. "Remember that rainy night?" Emily asks, teasing. Nathan grins. "Wrong number, right everything." She leans into him. "Thought I'd lost home forever. Then you opened that door." He kisses her forehead. "You saved us, Em." Sophie bounds out, holding a drawing. 4 figures now, Puget Sound blue behind them, labeled Us Forever. "For the wall!" she declares. Emily laughs. Boss approved. Nathan tucks it under his arm. Puget Sound's glow steady. Seattle's seen their storms, now it holds their peace. Spring 2028-8. Puget Sound sparkles, Seattle alive with possibility. Sophie, 9, wins a school art prize, her whale kite painting hung in class. Emily cheering loudest at the ceremony. Nathan leaves meetings early, reads at Sophie's Stories, kids piling close for his otter voice. Liam toddles, chasing Sophie, who declares him future librarian. One evening, by Puget Sound's shore, Sophie flies a new kite. Liam claps. Emily leans into Nathan. "Wrong call, perfect life." He pulls her close. Family found. Seattle's waves sing soft, their story complete. Not perfect, but real, the kind kanjia my hold dear. Puget Sound shines, whispering, love's messy, accidental, eternal.